Riverbender.com's live coverage of today's game is brought to you by Macias Insurance Agency, your local independent insurance agent. Andy's Auto Body, Tire, and Auto Service and Sales. Auto Butler Car Wash and Express Lube, located at 1706 Homer Adams Parkway in Alton. Roper's Regal Beagle, the Metro East's premier sports bar and grill. Shell Community Federal Credit Union, the one place to go for all your banking needs. Liberty Bank, bank local, bank Liberty. Gerard Fisher American Family Insurance, all of your protection under one roof. Tom Lane State Farm, your good neighbor agent in the Riverbend. First Mid-America Credit Union, exceeding member expectations since 1934. Roberts Ford, the value store since 1949. 4204 Main Street Brewing Company, locally brewed craft beer and the area's best 100% certified Angus steaks and burgers. Calc Institute of Technology, your future, your success. C&B Bank and Trust, Illinois' oldest bank.
We're ready for the tip. It is going to be Trace Gentry jumping it up against number 5, Jason Johnson. The tip won by the Knights, and it's Brown and Pfeiffer in the backcourt. They dump it back door, and Rizvi saves it to Brown. Now weak side, it goes to Noah Coddington. Baseline good, up and in for the green and white.
Well, apparently, move the ball around well there. They're not afraid to shoot that mid-range jumper, take it inside and quick lead, and here they go right after you, full court press.
Zach Haas, a double team. He gives it up to Chance Foss. Roxana ball. Haas, Gleaner, Vandiver, Foss, and Gentry once again. Trace going to have a big night to help the Shells out tonight. Metro East in the green, trimmed in the white. Roxana, the white home uniforms, trimmed in the red, trimmed in a little bit of blue too, with the Roxana across the front of the jersey. Here's Vandiver to Gentry. Trace will drive. Gentry gets his shot blocked. Back the other way. The Knights have it. It's stolen away though, and Gentry will finger roll it up. No good. Gentry got his own rebound. A whistle and a foul before the shot. An illegal pick there to get Gentry open by Chance Foss.
Interesting. It was basically a 2-on-1, and Gentry couldn't convert. Pretty easy opportunity. I think he was maybe anticipating a little bit of contact.
Baseline Coddington, and he missed it down on the baseline. Tipped out near midcourt. Pfeiffer's going to run it down. Gives to Coddington. Backdoor, Rizvi there. A.J. Rizvi, but couldn't hang on. And here comes a sub for Anthony Smith already here off the bench.
Little animated Coach Smith is, huh? I don't know if he really likes the execution right now, but a couple of backdoor plays that were there, and he's got Rizvi already sitting on the bench, maybe sending an early message here.
Braden Woolsey, 6'4" junior, comes in, number 23. Here's Foss for Roxana. 2-0 game. The Knights on top. Here's Gentry. Right elbow fires up. Off the rim, no. Haas keeps it alive to Vandiver. Vandiver saves it, but it goes to Coddington, and here he comes. Left hand, no. He had a 2-on-1 and didn't pass it up. Here's Foss all alone. He'll lay it in for the Shells.
Well, and there you go. That's not afraid to push the pace. Here we go, right back the other way again.
Johnson to Pfeiffer, top of the key. A long 2 for Pfeiffer. 0-0, up and in.
Averaging, what, about 20 points a game?
He is a scorer, and he's off and running on the score sheet with a bucket. 4-2 Knights. Here's Gleaner, right wing, gives in the corner to Foss. Foss guarded by Kenrick Brown. Brown tips it out of bounds. Roxana will throw it in, and another sub. Garrett Niemeyer, a junior, checks in for the Knights.
Brown looks like he's maybe kind of the defensive motor of this team, a guy that likes to get after it and tries to apply the pressure on the guards in the high court there.
And Brown, the second leading scorer, 11.5 per game, behind Pfeiffer. Here's Foss with it, down to the baseline, Gleaner. Gleaner out to the three-point line, down to the corner, Gentry again. Gentry to Foss in the right corner, underneath Vandiver. He will back it up to Foss. Free throw line, skips it to Gleaner. Gleaner, right side, missed the shot, rebound Brown, Metro ball. Metro East with the lead and the ball, and a steal. Foss on a cross-court pass, intercepted.
3 turnovers already for the Knights.
Up to Haas it goes, and up and in. Foss to Haas for 2.
Quick little inside pass there. I don't know if the Knights were maybe caught off guard or what, but it didn't look like much resistance on the D there, and a pretty easy lay-in.
Man-to-man defense for the Shells. They're sagging in the lane, though, to help on the big boys. And right now, Metro East working it around the three-point line. Niemeyer has it with Brown out high. Down to the right corner it goes. Shot up, missed. Woolsey, no. Rebound, Gleaner. Roxana ball in a 4-4 game. 4 minutes to go. First quarter ticking away. 4-minute mark. Here's Vandiver. Fires a 3. Off the back iron, no good. Pfeiffer the rebound, and he's off to the races. Tipped away by Gentry, though. And Metro East will throw it back in for Coach Anthony Smith against Coach Mark Briggs of Roxana.
This team is used to scoring a lot of points.
We'll see if the Roxana D can take care of that tonight. 4-4 game.
They put up, what, 80 on CM the other night?
That's right, 80-70 score. There's a shot missed on the wing, right wing. They're going to go to the bench again. Here's a pass into the backcourt, but the defense tipped it back there, and Gleaner will chase. And foul on Pfeiffer at midcourt there, fouling Gleaner.
I think Anthony Smith wanted an over and back, but you could see right away, Greg Burton's been doing this a long time. He called the tip right away, so, but that's what they want to do. They want to try to force the guard, force the ball handler to feel uncomfortable out there and get into that transition offense of theirs.
We'll see if Gentry can get on track. He's had a couple of looks and a shot or two. Gentry averaging about 18 points per game. Here's a drive by Foss, kicks it out to Vandiver. He's going to drive. Right corner now, Chance Foss out to Zach Haas. Haas to Gentry now. 3 minutes to go, first quarter. 4-4 game. Foss with the basketball to Trace Gentry near the Roxana emblem at midcourt, the big red R for Roxana Shells.
What do you think of this? A little patience on offense here.
Now, the first 4 minutes not like this, but now they've settled it down, and a long possession here. Here's Foss with it, hands it to Vandiver. Vandiver drives, going to kick it to Gentry, or wanted to, but the defense was too good, and now Gentry has it. Foul on Pfeiffer at midcourt.
You could see that one coming.
He's got another one. 0-0 with 2 fouls, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor for Roxana, I believe. And with 2:23 to go, they'll take a 30-second timeout. Roxana holding the ball for basically a couple of minutes there, and then they got foul number 2 on Teddy Pfeiffer.
What do you do now? You sit him down?
Probably so, yep. He's going to the bench, as they've already gone to the bench quite a bit here. Anthony Smith, 3 or 4 subs, and he'll bring in another sub here, and it will be, looks like number 12, Zach Bozarth, who's a freshman, 5'9" freshman. Bozarth into the game.
Well, when you least expect to have to sit your leading scorer down with 2:23 to go in the first period, now you're going to have to dig into your bag of depth, and the Knights certainly utilizing it here in the early going.
A lot more depth in the Shells, and just about everybody with more depth than Roxana's roster right now on the varsity level. Here's Vandiver, left side, out of the timeout. Blake Vandiver driving, kicking to Gleaner for 3. It's off the mark. Metro East will rebound it. And here comes Brown. Kenrick Brown up the floor to Bozarth now.
Well, if Roxana has any chance of winning this game, they need Gleaner to score.
Here's a foul. Trying to push through a pick there.
Vandiver.
The pick was set by number 23, Braden Woolsey. Vandiver picked up the foul, his first. And 2 team fouls on each side now. They throw it in. Short jumper is missed there by Rizvi. AJ, 6'7" forward. Here's Gentry down the floor. He lays it up and in.
Boy, he went right around Brown that time, and Brown basically taking a guess, trying to take a charge there, and Gentry would have none of it.
Here's Brown near midcourt, guarded by Vandiver. 1:20 to go. First quarter. Shells with the early lead, 6-4, low-scoring game so far. Here's Johnson with the ball out high. Jason averages double figures, 11 per game. Here's a travel. Foss stole it, then walked. As they went for the break there, Vandiver and Gleaner were breaking into the front court.
I think that's one of those turnovers, though, if you're Mark Briggs, you can live with. Good hustle play to anticipate getting the turnover. You saw an opportunity to maybe get out into a break, and unfortunately he walked with the basketball. But you'll take one of those on a hustle play, no doubt.
Timeout Metro East, 1:02 to go, and a 30-second timeout now taken by the Metro East Lutheran Knights. After the game tonight, we announce our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game. Eli Jacobs comes into the game for Metro here. Coach Anthony Smith talking to his team about running some offense and probably getting some offense and some points here.
Well,
Metro East likes scoring the basketball. They've, well, just in the last handful of games, they've scored 80, 80, 85 points, 74.
that's a lot.
A lot of points.
Nowhere near that pace right now.
Nope. 6-4 Roxana. First quarter. We're under a minute to go. Here's Noah Coddington inside, into the lane, left hand, and good.
Well, he saw a little bit of real estate there, and nice little penetration into the paint. Little baby hook with the left hand, was able to knock it down. He's got 4.
You look back in early December, Metro's first loss to Marquette. The Explorers kept the score down, 43-34.
That's Marquette's game.
Yep. In the 20s, the 30s, and the 40s, they don't mind.
The teens. Oh, maybe not the teens.
Maybe not that low, but they'll do it. They'll knock the possessions down to 20 per game if they have to.
Med's all about D, isn't he?
Yep. 10 seconds to go. Roxana with the last shot in a 6-6 game. Gleaner off a pick, missed it. Vandiver grabs it and blocked away, but he got it back and laid it in. At the buzzer, Blake Vandiver. A bucket underneath there as there were 3 Knights around him, and he scores to make it 8-6 Roxana after 1 quarter. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Red or black, silver or gold, new or used. At First Mid-America Credit Union, they know options are important to you. That's why they've made relationships with local dealerships where you'll receive all the extras with First Mid-America Credit Union's low rates and financing done on the spot. All you have to do is decide what you want. Your car, our loans, they're made for each other. www.1stmidamerica.org or call 618-258-3168 to speak to a representative.
Has free checking become a thing of the past? Not if Liberty has anything to say about it. With 3 free personal checking options and even a free business checking account, Free is alive and well at Liberty Bank, the local bank that gives you free checking choices and more cashing in your pocket. Bank locally, bank Liberty. For more information, visit www.bankliberty.com.
Well, sir, after some serious consideration, I'd like to put in my 15-year notice.
You're quitting?
Technically retiring, sir. With a little help from my State Farm agent, I plan to retire in 15 years.
Wow, you're totally blindsiding me here. Who's going to manage your accounts?
Well, I'm going to finish packing my things. 15 years will really sneak up on you.
Jennifer will do your exit interview, and Adam made you a cake.
Red velvet.
Oh, thank you.
I made this.
Take charge of your retirement. Talk to State Farm agent Tom Lane to help you plan for your future today.
Tonight, Metro East and Roxana. Shells lead after 1 quarter, 8-6. And they have the ball to start the second quarter.
Well, right now they're winning the game in the hustle department, no doubt.
Rebounds, assists, And points, 8-6. Here's Foss, hands to Gleaner, top of the key. Gentry, stolen away. Brown will lay it up and tie the game. Brown for 2.
Well, that's what he does. I mean, he just kind of lurks, and you can see all throughout that first quarter, he's just kind of sniffing it out, waiting to get his opportunity. Read that one easily, and that's an easy 2 transition going the other way.
Vanderbilt guarded by Jason Johnson. Now to Gleaner, out to Foss for 3. Over Coddington. No, and was it tipped out by the D?
I thought so, and that's what Foss is trying to plead to the official, that ball I thought his shot initially got tipped.
Coach Mark Briggs checking all 3 officials. Couple officials say, we didn't see it. And now the pass all the way down the floor into the front court, tipped out by Foss. Metro East ball in an 8-8 game. Coddington to throw it into Brown. Kenrick Brown guarded by Vandiver. Back to Coddington. 3 for the lefty. It's good.
Pretty good when you got a big kid that can step out. Confidence, no hesitation, can hit that long-range jumper, and a quick 5 here for the Knights.
And he only averages 5.5 per game. Here's Gleaner for 3 the other way. It's good.
He's going to be the wild card for this Roxana team. You know they're going to key on Gentry all night long and try to limit his touches and limit his points.
Brown skips it out to Coddington. Coddington bumped on his way. It's a steal. Now it's loose on the floor. Roxana knocks it out. Foss hit it last. Metro East ball. Pfeiffer back into the game. And Coddington picking up the slack with 7 points. He's already over his average, and he may be the wild card for the Green, and Gleaner for Roxana.
Yeah, I think so, because obviously, you know Pfeiffer's going to get his, Brown's going to get his. They're the 2 leading scorers. Johnson gets all his points around the basket, but it's a kid like Coddington that can step in, step out, that can score, and so far he's done it for him.
And not an easy matchup for Roxana at 6'7". Here's Johnson guarded by Gleaner, or Gentry make that. Gentry on Johnson. Now Coddington to Pfeiffer. Gleaner guards 0-0. Teddy Pfeiffer underneath. Nice look. Layup good.
Excellent position there. Somebody lost their man cutting to the basket. Pfeiffer recognized it.
Woolsey for 2 on an easy layup on a good feed there. A good assist. The big man for Roxana is going to check in. Cody McMillan. Play some JV minutes tonight. And Roxana won the JV game 50-33 tonight. But Cody McMillan getting ready to check in. Here's Foss for the Shells, who trail by 2, 13-11. Gentry for 3, good. Top of the key, he got loose.
He's hit a couple of shots in a row now after missing his first 3. Does a nice job coming off the pick there, and the Knights didn't stay with him, and he had an open look.
Pick and roll, left hand, no good. Tipped out by the Roxana defense. Knights ball. Here comes Cody McMillan for Roxana.
Well, I think they need to get him in here just to get a little more size and get a little bit more of a matchup type of a defense here.
They lob it into Johnson right at the rim, missed it, got his own rebound, and underneath fouled by McMillan under the basket.
Can you believe that's wow, that was Johnson's first shot. I didn't even realize he didn't even have a field goal attempt in the first quarter. He's usually a guy they try to get the ball to around the rim.
They've had other looks for Brown and Coddington. Woolsey a bucket, Pfeiffer a bucket. Free throw, no good by Johnson here. Again, we mentioned CM home tonight, Jerseyville home tonight. Boys basketball. Some girls basketball tonight around the area too. This free throw is good. 14-14. Tie game. Johnson tied it up with a free throw. Here's Roxana. Chance Foss here in the second quarter, guarded by Pfeiffer. Gives to Gentry. Trace in the corner. Vandiver down to McMillan. Double team, lost the ball. Turnover.
Once he put the ball on the floor, forget it. He was in trouble.
Coddington to Pfeiffer in the corner. Fires a three. No good. Rebound loose. Gentry out of there with it. Trace Gentry for Roxana to Blake Vandiver. Now to Foss. Down low. Blocked away on a layup attempt there. Coddington swatted it away. Roxana will throw it in under their basket. 4:20 to go. Second quarter. 14-14 ball game. Tied up in the second period. Foss to Gleaner. Baseline blocked away. Coddington again. Out of bounds. Roxana ball.
He's sort of been everywhere for them so far.
He has. Offense and defense. And here's Gleaner into Vandiver. Now McMillan grabs the loose ball. McMillan back to Vandiver, and he threw it away. Turnover. Pfeiffer lost it. Foss dives on it, gives to Vandiver. Layup good.
Boy, you got to like the way that right now, just Roxana, their demeanor has just kind of been spunky right now. They're really getting after the ball, and I don't know if this Metro team is kind of taking them for granted there, but they better start matching their intensity because right now Roxana's got that edge.
Here's Coddington with the basketball. Skip pass. Other side. Glass and good. Quick shot by Woolsey. He's got another bucket.
If there's anything that the Metro team's done so far, the ball movement's been pretty good, but once they get into the half-court offense, it's been good. It's been getting up there is where they've had their troubles with the turnovers. They've got 6 so far.
And they're finding a lot of open players on the weak side, the back door, in a 16-16 game now. Roxana, Gleaner to Foss, back to Gleaner. Left wing at the three-point line. Gleaner gives it up to McMillan. Now Foss again. Guarded by Pfeiffer, who has 2 fouls.
Good
underneath
dish.
McMillan, reverse layup, no. Too far underneath.
Boy, good look from Chance Foss there.
Here's Brown. Little feed to Coddington. Left elbow. Good again.
How's this kid only averaging 5 a game again?
I don't see that at all. 5.5 per game. 100 points, 20 games. Here's a layup. Good. Gentry, left side.
Take him for granted again. Boy, he just split through 4 guys there, and good recognition from Trace Gentry to seeing that the defense was asleep.
Gentry ties the game again. 18 all. 2:15 to go, first half. Pfeiffer at the three-point line. Down to Johnson it goes. On the block, left hand, no. Got his own rebound. Out to Coddington. Jumper rolls off the rim. Foss for Roxana the other way. Chance Foss down into the corner. Vandiver open, fires a 3-ball. It's good.
Boy, shooting the basketball really well here in the second quarter and finding the open man. Vandiver did the right thing there by taking that straight up.
And how about Foss? Assist after assist here.
I've got him for 5 already.
Here's Coddington to Johnson, looking low. Instead, Coddington on the weak side, fouled under there. And again, over on the weak side, they move the ball around. Foul on McMillan.
He's been a matchup problem throughout this game, hasn't he?
Yes. Noah Coddington, 4 points in the first quarter, 5 more in the second.
Don't call him Jake.
Do not. You're right. Free throw. Good.
We remember him well.
Marquette basketball. Coddington, free throw is good. He's got 10 points. Another free throw as he tries to make it. A little bit closer here. This free throw, no. Follow, good. Rizvi up and in on the follow.
Mark Briggs won't like that. Opportunity to defensive rebound, and you let him walk in and get a couple of free points there. Makes it a 1-point game. .110 to go. Roxana will back it up. Here's Vandiver with it. Vandiver on the right wing, looking, skips it to Foss. Now Gentry for 3. It's too short.
Rebound Vandiver. Even further out, Gentry misses a three. Rebound Metro East.
Yeah, he might have forced one there. After you get away with the first one, thought maybe it would have been a good idea to try to pull it out, maybe go for one.
Out to the top of the key, Coddington now to Brown with 35 seconds left.
All three of their leading scorers, they've been held in check here. But Coddington's done more than pick up the slack here.
Yes, he has.
Nearly doubled his average per game.
Scoreboard shows 21-20. I thought I had 21-21. But close game nonetheless. 10 seconds left. Johnson missed the shot. Tipped out. Roxana ball. Going to go the other way with 5.8 to go.
I think you're right. It should be 21 all.
Metro East hasn't mentioned that, I don't think. They throw it in, 3 seconds, 2, long pass, Gleaner, baseline, missed the shot at the buzzer, off the rim. And at halftime, our score may be 21-21.
I think they're talking about it now at the scorer's table here.
Metro East right now on the scoreboard showing Roxana by 1, 21-20. But I believe it's supposed to be 21-21 on the scoreboard. So they may change it to 21-21 here at halftime. But it is halftime, and we'll take a break. It now says 21-21. It's a tie game. We're back with halftime in a moment. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
At 4204 Main Street Brewing Company, we believe that great food paired with our own locally brewed craft beer is a staple in life, and we want to share that experience. At 4204, you will find a menu that complements our very own award-winning craft beers, and we serve the area's best 100% certified Angus steaks and burgers. You can find us in both Alton by the Alton Square Mall and at our original location at 4204 West Main Street in Belleville. Come visit 4204 Main Street Brewing Company today for an experience you won't soon forget.
Timeout! Come here. I need better coverage. Anybody here give me better coverage?
Put me in, coach. I can give you better coverage. Not only can I give you better coverage, I can protect your dreams. Call me, Gerard Fisher, 466-7062.
Hey, where do you want this ladder?
Oh, come on, coach.
American Family Insurance.
What brand of vehicle do you drive? Ford, Chevy, Chrysler, GMC, Buick, Toyota? No matter what brand of vehicle you drive, Quick Lane at Roberts Motors can take care of your maintenance needs. And you don't need an appointment here, just drive on in. Need tires? No need to shop around. We have the lowest tire prices around, guaranteed. Stop in today and see why life truly is better in the Quick Lane. Or see us online at robertsmotors.com.
Minutes here, or beyond that.
That could have more, that's right. We're tied now. 21-21 at halftime. And after the game, we announce our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game. Shot missed by Woolsey. Metro East starts with a shot and a rebound, but they turn it over. Here comes Vandiver for Roxana.
7th turnover of the night.
Knights on defense, man-to-man. Roxana ball. Here's Gentry in the right corner, double-teamed. Out to Foss. Now Haas to Vandiver to Gleaner. Skip pass to Foss, free throw line.
Ooh, Pfeiffer almost got his third one there.
Pfeiffer with 2 fouls in the first quarter and had to sit down with 2.5 to go in the first. Here's a bump and a foul. Brown looks like he fouls Vandiver this time. Or no, a timeout. Was not a foul apparently. A timeout for Roxana. The Shells were on the move to the basket there, but
Kenny Shell fooled us too.
He did. So did the Roxana bench with a 30-second timeout. Roxana won the JV game tonight. Again, 50-33 earlier this evening. Now the varsity game in the third quarter and 21-21 ball game. Roxana with their first possession of the second half.
You know what I like best about the first half? Only 6 combined fouls. Very clean game so far.
I like that it was finished at 8 o'clock.
I'm just saying. That's even better.
Okay. Here's Foss with the ball in the 8 o'clock hour, the third quarter, and here's Gentry with it. Fouled by Coddington.
That's a cheap foul there. Trying to get a little cute there. Gentry did a good job of protecting the basketball with his backside, and Coddington just a little cheap little reach in there, but it's only the 3rd foul of the night for Metro.
Yeah, the other 2 earlier on Pfeiffer.
And Brown's going to get one
Here's
now.
another one. Gentry is fouled by Brown, number 3, his first. Now the fouls are even for the game, 4-4. But the Shells don't have a foul here in the second half yet. Here's Chance Foss, guarded by Teddy Pfeiffer.
I don't know if he really liked that too much. His coach backed him off of that full pressure. There's Brown again.
Steal again for Brown. Layup is good as he's all alone.
You can't get careless, I'm telling you, with that basketball, with him lurking around.
Lazy passes, and he'll go get it.
He's got 4 points in both of them.
Gleaner down. He breaks down the defense and lays it in.
I was going to say both baskets for Brown in that fashion.
Back the other way, it's Metro East ball. Here's Brown out high, looking around. He's a junior. Brown, 5'10" junior.
Boy, Gleaner just broke that one down with ease there.
Yes, he did. 23 all. We're tied again. Here's Pfeiffer. Out to the top. 3 ball, good. Up and in, Garrett Niemeyer.
Well, they left him open there, and rightfully so. You want to take care of their shooters, and it's always sometimes it's going to take like an unsung hero to really come up with a big shot, and there's the first one there of the second half.
Gleaner leans into Coddington, and a foul is called on Noah, his second.
Yeah, he's quickly going to pick up his second foul.
Gleaner going right at him again and headed to the basket again.
This might be Metro's biggest lead of the game, right?
I think you're right. Here's Haas inside. Nope. Rebound Niemeyer out to Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer spins away, lost it. Foss with good D. Here's Gentry with it.
Boy, he's had a tough night tonight so far, hasn't he?
Yes. Number 00. 2 points, 2 fouls.
Vandiver.
And Vandiver, an illegal screen, trying to get Gentry open there.
He had good position, and then at the last moment, I don't get it. He tried to take an extra step and lean in and get a little more body there. He was just fine where he was at. Referee caught him.
Sometimes Vandiver likes to use those football moves. Inside, reverse layup, good. Easy bucket. Jason Johnson drops it in.
Well, that's where he gets his points, and that's why he's got such a high shooting percentage on the season. But that's his first basket of the night.
Back the other way, 28-23 now. The Knights with a couple of buckets to take a 5-point lead. Gleaner driving, kicking to Vandiver in the right corner.
Little 5-0 run here to give him their biggest lead.
They're tied at 21, tied at 23. Here's Zach Haas. In the center circle, hands it to Chance Foss.
Well, this is Roxana's first big test here so far of the night.
Gentry 3, left side, good. Trace Gentry.
Well, all it takes is one big shot to get you right back in it. The defense wasn't bad there. He just knocked down a good shot.
He's got 10 points, Gentry. Here's Brown, right elbow, lost his man Vandiver, up and in.
You think he lost him somewhere on the other side of town?
Wow. Quick move again by Brown. He's got 6. And 4:10 to go, third quarter. Gentry driving, leans in, missed it again, got it again. Vandiver in the middle of the lane, missed a short shot.
Man, you got to make those.
One of those got to go. Here's Brown inside, fouled on the floor. He made the shot, and Gentry may have bumped him, and also a Shell is injured down to the bleachers.
Yeah, they immediately waved it off and called it foul on the floor. I can't see who's down there.
And
that is Vandiver.
Vandiver down on the floor. An injury timeout here with 3:59 to go in the third quarter. And our score, 30-27. And we'll take an injury timeout here and take a break as Vandiver is down on the floor and being assisted by head coach Mark Briggs and the athletic trainer too. From Roxana High School, third quarter, 3-point game for the Knights on top of the Shells. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
If you have car problems, Andy's has the solution. Customer service is priority number one. Our dedicated staff will be more than helpful in getting your car back on the road while you relax in our comfortable waiting area. If needed, we'll also make arrangements for a rental. Our experienced ASE certified technicians will walk you through every step of the process. Andy's Tire and Auto Service offers every under-the-hood service you need. Visit one of our 4 convenient locations today.
26 our score. The board had 27. Now Shells at 26. They lost a point there somewhere. It should be 26, and it is. And an injury timeout. Vandiver limping over to the bench. Looks like his right foot or right ankle maybe.
That'd be a big loss for them if he can't come back in.
Pfeiffer out between the circles, top of the key. 3:45 left, third quarter. Driving Coddington, glass, no, got his own rebound, but stripped away. Gentry on the fly. Gentry, glass, good with Pfeiffer there in the neighborhood.
Boy, nice job there of staying composed. Pfeiffer just kind of gave him one of those phantom steal opportunities.
Coddington misses a 3.
Not a good shot.
2-point game. Shells could tie it up now.
Simply rushed that shot.
Here's Gleaner for 3 and the lead. It's off the rim. Got his own rebound though underneath. Fouled by Johnson.
Boy, he did a great job of stepping inside, getting his own rebound there around Niemeyer, and that won't make a coach too pleased when you let a 3-point shooter get his own rebound. Gleaner, he needs to score for them.
And he goes to the line to try to tie the game.
They've got to get some offense from him.
Gleaner at the line, 5 points in the game. Free throw, good. 30-29, and now we go for another tie. We've had some ties here tonight. Tied at halftime, 21 all. As Vandiver walks around behind the bleachers back here to check out that injured leg. 2 for 2 for Gleaner. We're tied at 30. Here's Brown with it. Kenrick Brown, right side. Gleaner on him. Drives in between 2 defenders. Gives to Johnson. Layup. Good.
Well, and that was all Brown there. I mean, the tightest of spaces, and I don't know how he was able to squirm through that and was able, nice little dish pass in stride for Johnson.
Gentry to Foss, top of the key. Pfeiffer guarding him. Foss driving, kicking to Haas. Haas guarded by Jacobs. Now Gleaner
Big
for
shot.
3. Good for Gleaner.
He's got 7 1/4, and they need, like I said, they need him to score here.
33-32, Roxana by a point.
I got Gleaner with 10 now, is that right?
That's right. Vandiver going to the locker room, may get that ankle taped up. Brown for 3. Number 3 hits a 3 for the Knights.
Big one coming right back, and here we go. We're starting pick the, oh, wow.
Gleaner 3, left side. Gleaner, good again.
Now we got the tennis match going here.
Back and forth, and it's 3s right now. 36-35, Roxana by a point. Brown, skip pass, goes down to Eli Jacobs, out to Pfeiffer. Missed the 3, tipped out. Metro East ball as they bring a sub in.
That was Pfeiffer's 3rd field goal attempt of the game.
Amazing. 20 points per game coming in. They throw it into Johnson.
He's got a 2 in the first quarter, and since he shot a couple of 3s, and that's it. He's pretty much been relegated. I mean, look where he's at over there. Kind of typifies how his game has gone.
2 points in the game. Brown to Johnson for 3. Top of the key.
Wow.
Good for Johnson.
Well,
That's
Brown.
4 3s in a row.
There's Pfeiffer with the steal.
Pfeiffer, finger roll. Oh, he missed it. And he got his own rebound with 2 shells there, but dribbled it on the inline, out of bounds, Roxana ball.
Goodness. Well, they're not going to go perfect for you every night. And he makes a good play, good read on the steal, and man, easy conversion there, and just couldn't do it, couldn't put it down.
That tells you maybe it's not your night. Backdoor cut, Gentry ties it up.
Boy,
38-38.
Boy, what a look there and good anticipation from Foss to be able to read that and right in stride for Gentry. Easy layup.
Gentry now up to 14 in the game. Here's Johnson to Rizvi, who's back in. Now Brown for three, he missed it. Rebound, Johnson has it for Metro East, and Roxana tipped it out of his hands. Metro ball in a tie game. 43 seconds left, third quarter.
Well, before that miss, Brown and Johnson had been a combined 6 for 6 in the quarter.
Back to Pfeiffer, guarded by Foss. 40 seconds left, third quarter. Pfeiffer, three ball, good.
Well, you can only keep him down for so long, and good little read that time, and knocks the swish through, and I think he needed that one just for his own self-confidence.
3 threes for each team here in the third quarter. Back and forth with the trays. 41-38, that breaks the tie. Metro by 3 now. 10 seconds left, third quarter. Here's Gleaner. Now 4 seconds.
Gotta go with
three. Gleaner to Haas for 2. Missed the shot on the left wing on the 2. And we go to the fourth quarter, and it's a 3-point game. Roxana trailing Metro East 41-38 after 3. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
All right, sir, we finished all the services on your car. They'll take it over for your complimentary car wash, and they'll call you when it's ready.
Roper's Regal Beagle, located on Godfrey Road, is the Metro East premier sports bar and grill. Open Sunday through Thursday till 2 a.m. and Fridays and Saturdays till 3 a.m. At Roper's Regal Beagle, you will enjoy some of the area's best pizza from their wood-fired pizza oven. There's also a full kitchen offering a huge variety, as well as a soup and salad bar. Sports fans, Roper's Regal Beagle is the place to watch the game. 27 TVs, NFL ticket, Big Ten, Pac-12, and streaming local high school sports.
With a big 20-point third quarter. Roxana with a strong 17-point quarter. But that 3-point difference is our difference now. Gentry, right side, good! Ties the game, though, 41-41.
Boy, it's been a heck of a game here. It's really been a chess match so far. As soon as somebody comes through with a big play, you got an answer.
Johnson down underneath, knocked away. Vandiver's back in the game. Roxana with the ball. They come out of the pile there with it. Here's Foss.
Maybe tried to force one little extra pass in there.
Fourth quarter underway here. Gentry to Gleaner. Now McMillan in the game. McMillan, Vandiver, Foss, Gleaner, and Gentry in there. Here's Vandiver.
Well, it's good that they got him back in the game.
Backing it up, gives it to Gleaner in a tie game. We're tied again. Probably about the 10th tie. Here's Gentry, 3. Nope. Missed it. Knights with a rebound.
He started feeling it there and didn't miss that one by much.
7 threes for the Shells. Here's Brown with it. Brown to Coddington. Now Pfeiffer drives. Baseline. Fouled. Foss was there, but he blew by Chance. I think McMillan tried to help. Got his third foul. And with 6:38 to go, Pfeiffer to the free throw line. 5 points in the game. But Coddington 10 points, but he didn't score in that big 20-point quarter for Metro. Pfeiffer misses the first free throw. But Brown picked it up. Johnson picked it up. Pfeiffer up and good. 1 out of 2. And he gives Metro East the lead of 42-41. A little bit of a press on here for Metro. They're going to pressure the ball, and they do. And here's Coddington with a steal and a jam. Noah Coddington with a slam. Timeout, Metro East.
I'm surprised they didn't go there a little earlier, maybe.
A dozen now for Coddington. Timeout, Roxana. They'll take a full timeout here. And in the fourth quarter, it's now 44-41. The Green on top of Roxana, and the Shells chasing the score again.
Well, fortunately for them so far, they've had an answer every time Metro's grabbed the lead here, and the lead has gotten no wider than 5 points so far. So if you keep this tight, at least keep it within a possession or two, you're going to give yourself a chance at the end.
And they can thank the three ball tonight. 3 threes in the second quarter, 3 threes in the third quarter, another 3 here in the fourth already for Roxana. 7 threes in the game. And they trail by 3, 44-41.
7 for 15 from downtown in the game. Pretty good shooting percentage.
That is good. Yep. Metro East on defense. Johnson, Coddington, Brown, Pfeiffer, and Woolsey for Roxana. Gleaner, Foss, and Gentry, Vandiver, and McMillan.
We haven't even brought up the UPS commercial yet, every time Brown's had the ball in his hands.
There you go. Here's Foss to Gleaner. Gleaner driving on Brown. Lost his footing. He's in trouble. And traveling called as he was sliding on his knees there for a little too long for the referee.
Anthony Smith better be careful there. He just got to look from the official. You don't want to get teed up in a game this close.
Right in front of Coach Smith of Metro, it's the Knights with the ball. Here's Coddington to Pfeiffer to Brown, left side. Brown looking for Johnson underneath. Brown's going to keep it to the three-point line, though. And Pfeiffer steps back in the right corner, out to Jason Johnson. Down underneath, Woolsey backs in, Vandiver puts it in.
Well, it was a mismatch all the way, and easily able to back his man down, and biggest lead of the game again for Metro, which they had at 28-23, now at 46-41.
And just 5:25 to go in the game. Gentry underneath, fouled. Johnson in front of him, Pfeiffer behind him. I think it's going to be Jason Johnson with his second foul. And we're going to have another timeout on the floor. And it's a 30-second timeout. After the game, we announce our Munganast Alton Toyota player of the game for you. And also later tonight, here on the Big Z, Alton girls basketball hosting O'Fallon. Thursday night, Illinois on the air. The Illini against Ohio State. They will not tip off until 8 o'clock Thursday here on the Big Z. So that's what's coming up the next couple of days here for you. Jerseyville leading at halftime, 32-15 now over Mascoutah. Mater Dei going to the fourth quarter, up on CM by 6, 42-36, Mater Dei. Civic Memorial with 14 wins, Roxana with 14 wins on the year. Gentry, free throw, good.
Trying to get this back to within a one-possession game.
Free throw good, 2 for 2, and he's up to 19 points in the game. 46-43, three-point lead for the Knights. Brown to Johnson. Jason Johnson, the lefty, gives it up. Inside to Johnson. Johnson out high to Pfeiffer, who's open, missed a three, rebound, Roxana.
Well, they had some decent ball movement there, just didn't knock the shot down.
Vandiver to Gentry, long three, no good.
I don't know if you needed that.
Rebound McMillan, hands to Gleaner, glass, no, Pfeiffer has it now.
Gleaner's got to take that strong to the hole.
Roxana forcing it a little bit there, that possession. Down by 3, 4.5 to go in the game. Free throw line, Woolsey missed the shot. McMillan rebounds to Gleaner. Gleaner up the floor, fouled by Woolsey as he took it to the glass again.
And he's going to go to the line for a couple.
In a 46-43 game.
Yep, can make this a 1-point game here.
Free throw, missed it. Gleaner, no good. 13 for Gleaner, 19 for Gentry, 7 for Vandiver.
Yeah, Gleaner had 10 points in that third quarter.
Metro leading by 3, make it 2, 46-44. Gleaner makes 1 out of 2. Ball belongs to Metro now. They work it around the three-point line. Pfeiffer left side. Looking, gives it to big man up the high post. Johnson down on the low post. Pfeiffer and Brown gonna play catch. They give the ball to Niemeyer. Now Johnson, and we have a foul away from the ball underneath. McMillan, a Roxana foul. His 4th. To the three-point line, Niemeyer down to Johnson on the block. Glass, no, tipped around, and Foss out of there with it. Foss to McMillan, down to Gleaner. He'll back it up. Gleaner to Vandiver at the three-point line. Back to Gleaner for 3. Nope, off the rim. Missed it, got his own rebound as it was tipped around there. Now Foss for 3, it's no good. Pfeiffer the other way to Brown. Brown all the way down, up and under, and it's good.
Yeah, I thought maybe there in a 2-point game, Roxana just trying to force shots that maybe necessarily weren't there. Instead of just playing a little half-court offense, now you're down by 2 possessions. A lot of time left, though. 3 minutes to go.
Metro going to what looks like a 1-3-1 zone defense now, and timeout for Roxana. Timeout for the Shells. In a 4-point game, Metro East 48, Roxana 44 here in the 4th quarter. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
Calc Institute of Technology is working for you with career programs for today's jobs. As a career student, you can expect a welcoming atmosphere with exceptional personal service, small classes with one-on-one attention, a set class schedule, and short-term programs that will get you into the workforce quickly. Calc has 2 locations for your convenience located in both Alton and Fairview Heights. For more information, visit Calc online at www.calc.edu. At Shell Community Federal Credit Union, you are important. We work hard to ensure you have the best banking experience possible. Whether you are inquiring about opening a savings account or wanting to learn more about a loan, our professionals are here to help you with any questions, and we will walk you through every step of the process. Since opening our doors in 1935, we've never forgotten that our members are our most important asset, which is why we continue to excel. For all your banking needs, Shell is the one place to go.
Where you may have to start fouling, getting a little aggressive on this Metro team and putting them on the line, although they're only 3 for 6 from the line, but I think you need a score here and a good shot.
And with 2:33 to go, you don't need a 3. They've been forcing up some 3s lately here.
Last possession in particular.
2 or 3 threes.
Oh my.
And here's a bad pass. McMillan threw it over the head of Vandiver, out of bounds.
Did he think Vandiver was about 6'10" on that play or what?
He's not that tall. Not that tall at all.
That's just a bad turnover there. Wow.
Roxana with the turnover. Knights with the ball. 2:15 to go. And they'll spread the floor a little bit here. Coddington, Johnson playing catch.
He draw the defense out, and maybe get something backdoor like, well, there you go.
Big man to big man, Coddington to Johnson for a layup.
And that's exactly what you got. Draw the defense away a little bit, you get something backdoor, and now Metro with its biggest lead of the game.
With 2 minutes to go, they lead by 6, 50-44, Metro. Knights lead the Shells. Here's Gentry to Foss. Foss in the lane, left it short. Rebound, McMillan, layup, good. Made up for that turnover.
And now you got to play some defense here. You've got a couple of fouls to give, so you can afford to be aggressive.
Inside,
why would you
Brown
shoot that?
missed it. Rizvi has it out to Coddington, and they'll reset it. Pfeiffer fouled by Foss, no call.
I think you got to get aggressive here, yeah.
Pfeiffer, 1:10 to go. Pfeiffer fouled by Foss, no call again.
Boy, that's twice.
Now Gentry fouls him a little harder. And the foul's going to be on Gentry.
I think if you're Roxana, you got to be more upset with that because you're losing seconds off the clock.
Right. And that is team foul number 5. I only have 4, but the board says 5 team fouls, 50-46. And another foul. Vandiver this time, his 3rd. And we're now at 1 minute to go in the game. 4-point lead, and they throw it into Brown.
Oh, they had an opportunity to foul here.
Now looks like a timeout. Coach Anthony Smith would like a timeout with 52.9 to go. Now Metro will take a full timeout, and we'll take a break here with under a minute to go in the game. And it's the Knights 50, the Shells 46. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.
You tuned into the game for great sports entertainment, but where do you turn for quality banking services? CNB Bank and Trust, a real community bank, locally owned and reinvesting your deposits right back into the local communities. Take advantage of the full range of products and services that are provided by local people at CNB Bank and Trust. Member FDIC and Illinois' oldest bank, established 1854. Now back to the game.
I'll grab the birthday cake, you bring the gift, if you're sure she's ready.
She's 16, honey, and she's earned a set of keys.
She's studied and practiced, I know, but it's a big responsibility.
When you have a teen driver, it's good to know that Madison Mutual has the insurance coverage you need.
She's ready, and so are we. I talked to our Madison Mutual agent.
Call Barry Macias, your local independent insurance agent, at 467-2874.
The more life changes, the more you need Madison Mutual.
We're under a minute to go, just under a minute left. 52.9 seconds left, 4th quarter. Coming up later on in the 9 o'clock hour, Alton girls basketball against O'Fallon. Louis Korak and Brent Birkeland back here, though, in Roxana with a 4-point game. The Shells with a couple of fouls, and they'll need a couple of more if they don't get a turnover here. 6 fouls for each side now. They've got the board corrected here. 6 team fouls each way. Now Gleaner with a foul. Gleaner will pick up his first.
Coddington, 1 for 2 from the line. He'll go for the 1 and bonus here.
Gleaner's first foul. Coddington in a 4-point game. Free throw, good. Noah Coddington with a big night.
He's had a quiet second half, but boy, he made his presence felt in the first half, for sure.
Big dunk here earlier in the 4th quarter, and got 1 free throw, 1 out of 2. And
look who comes out of there.
A rebound for Metro East. That can't happen. Another foul. Pfeiffer is fouled. And the foul is on Foss, his second. Pfeiffer to the line.
And you get a rebound out of a kid that, well, I haven't seen him the whole game.
Number 15, Elijah Colbert. It's Pfeiffer at the line here with 42.7 to go.
Yeah, that just can't happen.
On a missed free throw. Pfeiffer misses the free throw, and it's tipped around. Roxana ball. Shells need to hurry, down by 5. Gentry to Gleaner. Gleaner into the lane, good, and one. As he drew the contact, ran right into the defender. The foul is on Jacobs.
Well, well, well.
Big play there.
Not exactly the play you needed if you're the Knights.
Gleaner now with 16 in the game. Gleaner averages about 13 per game.
Make this a 2-point game. It just got very interesting here.
Free throw, good. 3-point play, good for Gleaner. Back the other way, Metro ball. Coddington.
Oh, they had a chance there.
To Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer fouled by Haas. Dangerous cross-court pass. Haas with his first foul.
To be honest with you, Pfeiffer's only 1 for 3 from the line so far, so, and really with the way he shot the basketball, may not be a bad choice here.
In the air, and it rolls off.
Oh, goodness.
They get the rebound again. And foul. Vandiver fouls Brown.
Wow. And they had the rebound there.
Pfeiffer, an 80% free throw shooter on the year, it looks like. And
he's 1 for 4 tonight now.
1 for 4, and now it's Brown to the line.
And it's going to be double bonus, though, so this is a benefit to Metro. Brown, first free throws of the night.
In the air, and good. 3-point game, 52-49, 20.7 seconds left. Here's the big one.
Why do I think these 20 seconds can take an eternity here?
They might tonight. It's a 1-possession game, 3-point game, and it's now a 4-point game. Brown got them both.
Well, you got to push it. You got to push it.
15 seconds left. Gleaner at midcourt. Gleaner to Foss for 3. It's no good. Rebound, Knights, and a foul with 6.8 to go.
Yeah, they took way too long getting that ball into the front court there. Foss's shot goes down. You've got an opportunity, but couldn't get it to go.
Foul is going to be on Vandiver. He fouls out, his 5th foul. 7 points, all in the first half for Blake Vandiver. McMillan comes in for him, and Coddington to the line to wrap up the ball game. Metro East will be 21-3. In the air and good.
Well, this wasn't easy for him by any stretch.
No, tough to play at Roxana when the Shells are on their game, and they pretty much were for the most part tonight. 2 for 2 for Coddington. Metro East will play Saturday in that Pinckneyville shootout against Cahokia. That'll be a good one this weekend.
That'll be another tennis match.
Back and forth. And Roxana with another home game Friday against Carlinville. Gleaner for 3 at the buzzer, no good. And our final, Metro East 55. Roxana 49. It's a 6-point win for Metro. Roxana falls to 14-8. They lose the game by 6 to Metro East here tonight. Back with the postgame in a moment. You're listening to Big Z Radio Sports.